Hey, my name's Mark Porter. I'm the executive pastor here. If I have not met you, we are just thrilled that you're with us at Live Oak this morning. And we're kicking off a brand new series today. And I'm excited that you're going to be a part of that, our summer series on Finish Line Faith. You'll hear more about that later. But hey, I wanted to give you guys kind of a glimpse behind the scenes this morning. I wanted to show you the inside of my office. It may scare some of you, but this is a bulletin board inside of my office. And it's not too bad. But these are things that ground me, that inspire me, that keep me on track, that, I don't know, just kind of keep me going. But there is one little envelope on my bulletin board that I've kept for some time. It's been a year or more that I've had it, that really has taught me more about the heart behind giving than anything else. Here's a picture of that envelope right here. This was an envelope that was found in one of our offering stations here at Live Oak. Obviously, it was given by a child, and it says, "To God." And when a guy like me gets up and talks about giving at a church, a lot of times it's because we're worried about budgets and fundraising or building campaigns or something like that. But this envelope reminds me that giving really isn't financial at all, that it is deeply relational, that giving is deeply worshipful because it's giving God worship. It's about giving back to God what is really His. And I see this envelope at least once a week, and it reminds me that when I give financially to the mission here at Live Oak, that I'm really giving to God, that I'm trusting Him with all that I have, that I'm giving Him ownership not over just my relationships or my work, but over my finances too. And that a financial gift is really not a financial step, but it's a relational step as I step into deeper intimacy with God. It's really worship. Like we worship this morning, we give worth to God through our words, through our song, but we give worship when we give financially as well as we live our lives. It's about trusting God with all that I have and realizing, like the giver of the envelope, that everything that I've been provided by God, I'm just re-gifting to Him as I stand in awe that all He has provided. Giving is essentially agreeing with God that He is the Lord of my life and that He is in charge of all areas of my life. So as we approach summer, I want to just invite you guys, if you're not a giver here at Live Oak, to become a giver at Live Oak. To not take a vacation from your giving this summer, because it is a step into intimacy with Him. It is a relational and spiritual step as we grow as disciples of Christ. Just real practically speaking here, if you want to give at Live Oak, you can give through the app. You can give in the offering stations in the back. We don't pass a plate here. You can use the text to give function. I use recurring giving. We encourage you to do that. Some of you don't want to do that. That's fine. But I give recurring. And the reason that's just practically speaking how that helps me worship God is that I get an email when my gift comes out. And when it gets in my inbox, I can pray and thank God and be reminded that I'm not giving God a tip, but I'm giving Him what's first. And you may want to give during the worship set every week. You may want to give from your home, however you want to do that. I encourage you to do that as a step of worship, as a step of trust, as a step of discipleship. Remember, when we give, it's a growth opportunity of trusting God more and more as a disciple, as a follower of Him. So pray over that. Start giving. And if you ever have any questions about giving here at Live Oak, how your gifts are used to leverage to move the mission forward as we trust God with what He's doing here at Live Oak, I'm always happy to visit with you about that. Because giving is worship, it is discipleship, and like I said, it's deeply relational with Him.